This is the first lecture after the introductory lecture. This is lecture 1. This is a course overview. In this lecture, we'll be talking about lots of issues regarding the course and regarding the course content, assessment, and stuff related to the course in general. So the course content will include recorded lectures and live sessions. The recorded lectures will be given by me, by myself. I'm Dr. Ahmed Al-Sagoufi, and I will be giving you the recorded lectures throughout the semester. You will see these lectures and you can listen to them. You can download them from the deanship's website. Live sessions will be run by me or by myself also, and other instructors when necessary, when needed, when we need to have somebody else instead of me, if I'm not able to come, or if in case we need anybody to interfere at any point of time, we will have somebody else to help us in this regard. So recorded lectures and live sessions. And the recorded lectures, you are going to have the instructions about how to make the proposal, how to make your research proposal, how to develop it, how to crystallize your thoughts, how to make yourself clear in the proposal, and what things to include, what things to exclude, and so on and so forth. In the live sessions, you can ask me questions and directly in 30. It's going to be half an hour time. You can ask me any questions you like regarding the course. Students will submit drafts of their work in progress twice and benefit from instructors' feedback. So you will have to submit your drafts, which is the first draft, twice. You submit it once, and then we have feedback. You can then edit it, and then you send it back to us. The procedure that we are going to follow is that in week 5, this is the timetable that we have for this course. In week 5, you need to choose a research topic. As we said in the introductory lecture, that we've got 3 fields in this course: linguistics, translation, and literature. And these fields have to be, your topic has to be approved by your supervisor. You cannot do the topic you like, without consulting your supervisor. You have to tell him, even if it is one of the 3 topics or fields that we have here, you have to tell your supervisor that I have selected this topic and I'm going to write a research proposal about it. At this stage, students in week 5, at this stage, students should submit a document, 1 page only, containing what? So you send us an email. You've got the emails now. They have been sent to you. They have been posted in the deanship's website, and the supervisor have been nominated for you, so you can now know who is your supervisor, and you can contact him via the email address that you have been given. So 1 page only, you send it to us, containing what? Containing a coherent thesis statement, paragraph, which is a paragraph description of the project. You describe the project in general. You say what you are going to do. It is what we mean by the thesis statement is that the problem that you are going to investigate, the thing that you are interested in. What is it that you are going to do? So just tell us briefly in 4 lines, no less than 4 lines. So we want you to tell us which things that you are going to cover in this project. So it's a paragraph. What we mean by paragraph, it's roughly 4 to 5 lines. And you need to include the tool, or indicate the tools that you are going to use, which are necessary for the completion of the research project. These tools may include interviews, surveys, questionnaires, observations, whatever things you have in mind that would help you to collect your data. By the way, I need to stress this out, that you do not I need to stress this point, that you do not need to collect real data, because this is just a research proposal. You don't have to go to the field and collect data there. Just say, I'm going to use questionnaires, I'm going to use interviews, and these tools have to be appropriate. And you've got to be realistic. You cannot list all the tools that we have and say, well, I'm going to do this. No, you've got to be realistic in your description of the tools that you are going to use. On week 8, at this stage, you should present a first draft of a complete research proposal, presenting the final research proposal and supporting documents, as if you are submitting the final draft, but for this draft is going to be reviewed. So this draft is complete. It has everything that we need. We'll tell you later on what things to include and what things that we need, and also I mean, you are going to receive our feedback after that. So after submitting the research, the first draft of your proposal, which is complete, you are going to receive, inshallah, our first our feedback, and then we will give you the corrections, or we'll give you the things to be amended, and then you send back the amended version of your proposal with the corrections that we recommended you to do, and it has to be in the format that we are going to talk about later on. Week 13, you need to submit your final draft of the complete project. This is the step. This is at this stage you are going to be evaluated. You have no chance for a feedback. You shouldn't expect to receive a feedback from your instructors at this, or your supervisors at this stage, because you have received the initial feedback on your proposal in your first draft, and for this reason your final draft is final in terms of submission and in terms of and therefore it's going to be evaluated. You are going to be evaluated and assessed on this one. The assessment will be the projects will be assessed in terms of their originality. They have to be original. They've got to be your own. You shouldn't bring somebody else's work and say, well, this is mine. No, you shouldn't claim that. It has to be original. That is to say that it is yours, and secondly that you are the one who did it, and sorry, that you are coming up with a new idea. That's it. So you are the one who did it, and you come up with something new that nobody has done it before. Don't copy other people's work and you say, well, this is my idea. No, this is not original, and we will assess you on this. Also, we'll assess your presentation, which will include the proper and professional use of English, of research material and citations, and overall presentation of the project. So in the presentation we will give you the suggested format for this course, for the research proposal that you are going to use, and we will tell you what things to do and the sequence that you have to follow. they have to be in a specific order or a certain order. You cannot just list the things that you like and say, well, I've done it, this is my proposal. No, you've got to follow the structure that we have given you, and that suggested structure have to be clear and have to be put in the table of content. Later on we'll let you know about this. So completeness of the project, you shouldn't leave anything empty, you shouldn't leave any section, because you will be heavily penalized if you leave anything, which means that it should contain appropriate literature reviews, surveys, questionnaires when necessary. So if in this course we are not going to ask you to collect real data, so we do not expect you to have questionnaires filled by participants, and we do not expect you to do observations, to do interviews, and sometimes, by the way, the topic itself or the field that you are going to use or to choose is not going to need any tool to collect data. Maybe you are going to do textual analysis. You'll take texts and you are going to analyze them. Yes, so the other thing is that we need to talk about the grading formula. You are going to be given 10 marks for live sessions, attending live sessions. Once you log in to the live session, you will be awarded 10 marks for each session. This is the total marks, which is 10, but you are going to be awarded in those individual sessions that you log on to. Attendance 10 marks, which means that you've got 20 marks. And coursework and first drafts 10 points. You've got to submit your first draft on time, otherwise you will lose some marks. So the final draft also has got 70 points, which makes the total of 100 here. I will explain what these 70 points or marks that we have include. The final draft will be evaluated out of 70 points according to the following criteria. 10 points are assigned for a complete abstract and a good introduction with a clear thesis statement. 10 points are assigned for a brief review of previously published research literature on the topic being researched, at least 2 previous studies. Please include these studies. Don't just write a literature review and you say, well, this is our literature review with no reference. No, we need to have references in order for you to have the full mark. 10 points for a clearly stated research question. You might have more than one question. Could be 1, 2, 3, whatever. It depends on the study that you are going to do and on the problem you are going to investigate. And overview of the research's significance. So research question, research significance will give you 10 marks. 10 points for a detailed research methodology that includes the tools to be used in the study and how the collected data will be gathered and analyzed. You have to tell us how you are going to collect the data and how you are going to analyze them. You don't have to go, as we said, but just tell us how you are going to collect them. If your proposal contains an ethical considerations section, it will be included in the evaluation here as well. For some fields, you do not need to have ethical consideration section. 10 points are assigned for an overview of the limitations and the expected results. 10 points are assigned for use of correct grammar, spelling and punctuation. And you've got to be careful with this, because it is you have 10 points here assigned for this criteria. So This is just like an extra these marks are extra marks for you, so you've got to make sure that it is free of errors. Your proposal is free of errors. 10 points are assigned for complete table of contents and a well-organized list of references in the study. And each criterion will be assigned points according to the following scale: excellent 10 to 9 points out of 10, good 8 to 7 points out of 10, fair 6 to 5, lacking 4 to 5, poor 2 to 1, and acceptable is given 0. This is the end of the lecture, and we will explain what do we mean by a research proposal in the coming lecture, inshallah. Thank you very much for listening.